Okay, so job cards in the Orax SDI system allows you to book in equipment for repairs and such. So if your company uses job cards, this is a quick way to manage that entire process. Click on the job cards in the menu, which you have to enable in system settings. It's not available in the menu by default. Before you start using job cards, you need to go to the Setup tab and just do some basic setup. The most important is that you create a pipeline for your job card. So a job card would be entered or captured in the system and then booked in, and then maybe there would be an assessment and a quotation, and then it would be in repairs or sent to a third party and then repaired and then shipped back to the customer, something like that. There could be a specific pipeline that your company uses. That's the second you create a new job card, it has to travel through that pipeline until it's completed on the other end. And keep in mind that in most cases those job cards will need to be invoiced, and this system caters for all of that. Okay, so first set up your status pipeline, and then you can also create job card templates. So if you need to do specific type of job cards and you need existing wording and a setup in your job card, you can just create a template for that. There are also a few other settings in terms of how you want to manage these job cards and who will be working on them and such. So once you've set that up, it's as simple as creating new job cards either on the job card list module or in the menu, just clicking the plus next to job cards. It presents you with a form. Basically, you will be linking a job card to a specific customer location. The reason for that is that even if you do not do these jobs on a customer location, it still internally links it to that customer's account. So the customer location could in fact be an SLA or a contract, or just simply the default location for your customer. And then you also want to link this job card to the customer's contact. That's the person who will be updated as the job card progresses through the system. What is important is that if you do work on items that you have sold or that you do supply to the customer, and there are specific serial numbers that you do work on, you can technically go look those serial numbers up, and the system will pre-populate these job card fields for you based on what it knows about that specific item or system. But in any case, you would enter a description and detail. You can also add perform the following, and you can add checklist items to your job card. You can add these specific items, and this is also the stuff that you may want to create a template for. So let's assume you do service vehicles. You may have a specific template for an A service or a B service or something like that, and this would then be pre-populated, and you would only be adding specific conditions that the customer brings to your attention. The service item is an actual inventory item or an asset that is linked to this job card, and that this specific service will be applicable to, and you would also in many cases record a serial number against that, because in many cases job cards require that that a serial number is tracked, because it may be related to warranty services or something like that. Then you can add a technician in here. If you don't, the system can also auto allocate a technician. You may assign it to a category and a work type. Add some internal notes. Those will not be shared with the customer, but will be for the internal technician only. And then you can add attachments. Let's assume there could be pictures or other documents related to this, and if you want to, you can schedule this job card, so you can put it for action in the future. By default it will just be now. Once you save this job card, it will appear in the job cards module and need the attention of a specific technician. Once you've set up stages for your job card pipeline, they will appear in the top bar here, and job cards will progress through those stages. You can also, on a specific job card, add service items. Well, these in fact are the items that you are actually working on. Then you can add labor and parts to a specific job, and then finally costing can be done. So from the costing tab, you can issue a quotation to a customer, you can do a sales order if they approve, you can do your sales invoice directly off this tab. That means that your job card and your sales invoice will always be linked, and the customer will have the accurate job card record that accompanies the billing record. At any stage you can email this, you can view the report for this job card. That is what the customer will see, and you can also print your job cards. The Trends and Reports tab have some basic reports, but it can be expanded depending on your specific setup, and as you add more job card records, there will be more intelligence available. So this is an overview of managing job cards in the system. Basically allows you to track serial numbers, ensure that jobs are completed successfully, and very important, billed at the end of the day, and that your entire repair department is managed effectively.